For a second I was already like, really? I woke up this morning like in a rush that early for nothing? Like if they just close the place, it's madness. You see? I mean, because they have it closed anyway. But at the big I have, you see, that's why you have some view of the city, but you see, the view from here, just is the church there. That's crazy, I saw a fox just here on the, like, on the hill, I mean. That's crazy, no? Okay. So let's try to see what else I can find. You know? If I can check the city maybe from the church. From the Orthodox church that is open to public. Maybe they have their own panorama point. And with that I will be happy.
And the clearing falls over the morning city, clearing that grey aura that carried the hiding last night. The colors begin to fit, and the noise and vibration of the city are felt more on the top of this mountain. The vivid reddish color that Greek cities usually have begins to paint, and can be seen from the northern hills how it spreads slowly towards the southern hills. The downs has already passed. Only the sun is not visible from this side for the mountain that covers it. Slowly, the sun will arrive here, it will warm up, and a new day will begin. A new day that for many people in this city has already started since they are navigating the city from the early hours. Has a hint of what appears to be the city of Buenos Aires, as I mentioned on previous video, or other largest capital too. Those cities that never sleep, in which there is always someone active, someone awake, where there is always someone wandering and walking over the city. While climbing Monte Licavetus, first I noticed the big difference between the hill very close to the Acropolis, the Mount Philapapos, which is very easy to climb, and it takes around 25 minutes to get on the top. And this second mountain that is without a doubt a mountain, or at least what you can expect of a mountain. To try to go up in the less of the half an hour as I tried has cost me too much. I'm a bit tired. The city around is beautiful, so that made me also to want to stop and look around, but luckily I arrived before the time, as I was expecting, before the sunrise, and I have had the possibility to capture some of these beautiful colors that present the down. Satisfied with it, my walking up and leaving the apartment so early couldn't have done better. The truth is that this point in the day I'm tired from the trip, and it could have been better, but it's good for today. Walking around here, I'm analyzing what can I do and what I will recommend you the most. If I were a tourist, and definitely I am, I will recommend any average tourist to go to the mountain near the Acropolis, because it is something that can be done easily. But certainly for those who want to give a little more of an effort on the early morning, I will say then to get up, well planned, bring some hot coffee or tea in a thermo, and then from metro you can get very easily to here, but undoubtedly it is demanding and requires effort. Having a certain physical state for sure, at least, to try to arrive before sunrise, unless you come with lot more of time in advance. It means waking up before 5 in the morning. That is not my case. I just woke up at 6. I took the tram and the subway, and I did 3 stations, and here I am. Of which I also have walked up the hill is around 20 minutes. The most interesting thing I think so far was having seen a fox that was standing there. that was beautiful. And nothing, I think, is worth everything, every moment at the moment. But now I will see which other pictures I can do around, and I will continue. So now a brief history. As I mentioned before, we are in the Mount Lycabettus, and the history of the Lycabettus come from two interesting roots. One is the word Lycos. The first part of the name Lycos comes from the Greek, the word Greek for wolf. This suggested that in these hills was once the home of the wolves, and therefore that part of the names. Betus, the second part, also derived from the Greek word betos, meaning deep well or pit. This could refer probably to a geographical feature of the hill, or maybe to have some mythological root. Another big and interesting thing to know about this mountain and the surroundings area, not exactly on the feet of the mountain, but so just on the surroundings area of this mountain. Back on the days of the old Greek, the first best known university of all the Western civilization, by the name of the Academy, was found to the feet of this mountain by Plato, who was a student of Socrates and who teach to Aristoteles. The Academy was located outside the city walls, and it was nearby the Mount Lycabettus. Following the same route, time after the foundation of the Academy, Aristoteles will be the father founded of his own school, and this will be the Lyceum, also following with the name of the Lycabettus, Lyceo, by the Greek word. For anyone who have ever been in a school or a Lyceum today needs to know that this word comes from wolf, and from the surrounded areas. Basically the word was doing reference to the surrounded areas that was like a wolf hill. Today, yes, it's possible to find the ruins of the Lyceum nearby the Mount Lycabettus. It was not the point of my video, but something that you could visit as a tourist, definitely, if you like history, right? So everything was going with the flow of the morning, the colors popping up and the people passing by, as you can see. Already a bit more of people. So far we were like alone. And there start to be some activity on the background on the Orthodox church that is on the back. And for my surprise, because I was not ready or not even expecting that, the church start to roll the beat. They start to play some clerical music. Was a nice surprise because this gives like the atmosphere that you can listen right now. During the peak moment in which I was waiting exactly for the moment in which the sun was passing through the big hill that is covering the sunrise on our back and start to light up and bring the life of the city a bit more higher up, which I was waiting for the moment of the light approaching and touching for the first time on the morning the Acropolis. So for my surprise, after the moment that I was waiting for the light to pop up and shine over the city and have such a spectacular view of this golden moment through growing on the city, something happens. I was like getting ready to move on and see something else around, and suddenly 3 militaries came through. I followed them, I stayed, and I see this magnificent moment. And right at that moment I noticed not only they are putting the flag, the Greek flag, up here on the Mount Lycabetus, the higher hill in all the city, but also at the same time they were putting the flag up in the Acropolis. Such a spectacular moment to be here to capture this. I really like it, as you can see.
Νέα, προσοχή. Προσέπαρση ελληνική σημαία. Χαιρετισμός κατά μέτωπο. Αθενός, ημί, ανάβαση. Ανάβαση.
We have seen the sunrise in the morning from both sides, from the hill next to the Acropolis. That is a very close, nice view, and from the highest top of the city. I mean, in the city inside, because as you can see around there are a lot of mountains, Mount Ikaetus, and we were lucky to see how the militaries hung the flag, and clearly at the same time they are hanging the flag also in other monuments. In this case, I can see the flag is flying in the Acropolis, so that means it's been taken probably every night and before the night and putting back during the morning, as today is happening. It's a very nice warm morning and I'm very happy with it, because I was expecting to receive some heat of the sun. I was starting to get cold over there. Now I have a huge hike to this green area down there and far below, so it will be time to walk down back home. I have my thoughts both about it. Like, I think that don't understand me wrong, there are a couple of people over, but not as many tourists that I would expect. Although it is incredible view, and some of them I think that more than tourists were just persons from here, from Athens, like people who were running, coming up here. I believe that they know what to expect and what time and what is worth to come here. But yeah, I said the tourist goals are less like, I don't know, sport or do the effort of waking up early morning, and man, you're losing such a value time. There is no need that some bus will take your ass all the way up. It's like this. It's just such a beautiful and nice way to initiate the date, especially in a city like this, with all the day ahead, in which the hours of light are so priceless, because you have like practically the whole day in front of you. Nothing. I think that I will recommend both, but it's up to the kind of tourists or cities that you like and the way you like to visit as a tourist in general. But as a landscape photographer, I will say that this point of view at morning time is better, although yesterday sunrise was a lot better, more colorful, and it was better to be on the other hill, definitely. And if you want to see some other pictures from wild places, this video is waiting for you.